digging into the weeds of it a little bit, how does the process work? If I have my own system and I have my own chef kind of doing the counts and cost of goods on a monthly basis, how is the Barmetrix solution different?
I'm not necessarily trying to replace your system. We're pretty much focused on results. And if you talk to your accountant, they're going to tell you, hey, I need an end of month or end of period cost of inventory so we can see your cost of goods. And that's true. I'm a CPA. We need to know that period and end of inventory to see where your cost of goods are and where it stands. But that's just to kind of see the numbers and to say, hey, this is what my profit was. I know my balances are correct. And I know this is kind of the operational point of the business. But what that doesn't necessarily do is tell you what it could be, what your opportunities are, and where you need to focus to save money. It might say, hey, food cost is high, but isn't necessarily going to tell you where to focus. What we've really focused on is two different points. And this is where most of food costs goes wrong. One is pricing. If you're not priced right, your portions are heavy for certain dishes and you have a high recipe costs, no matter how many inventories you do, your food cost is going to remain high. So we need to get the pricing and the costing right. And so that's one section of the program, is that we want to make sure that's correct. If you've already done that work, great. You have it set up in your program, great. Or you just need it dialed up and paid attention to, that's something that we can look at. The second part is, rather than trying to do a full inventory, what we found is effective is to do what we call a key item cost. Think about it like the 80-20 rule. 80% of your results are going to come in from 20% of your products. If you look at the top 10, 15, even like 20 items at the most, that's going to make up 50 to 75% of your food costs in a lot of establishments. And a lot of times, they're the easiest ones to control. Your proteins, your high dollar value, high dollar volume items. So we say proteins or we say French fries. Whatever you're spending a ton of money on, that's what we want to pay attention to. And we want to make sure that we have the core processes and control. You've got two competing interests when it comes up with a food program. You can have recipes set up for food costing, and you can have recipes set up for variance tracking. And where we really want to focus on the key item part is making sure we're tracking variance, and we know where everything's really going. We get it down to the weight to get it really, really specific as you can be with an organic product. But we found by attacking those two areas, one, pricing, we can improve what your theoreticals and what your target costs are. And then with our key item inventory, we can close the gap between your theoreticals and your actuals to make sure you're making the most money that you can. So when you put those two things together, it's pretty comprehensive, but it's not the same way that we do the bar inventory. But again, it's not designed to be the inventory your accountants told you. It's not designed to be the same inventory you've come to expect if you've used us at Barmetrix in the past. But from the food point of view and the food side of it, this is going to be one of the things that moves your business better in like a huge way.